what's going on, guys? It's Aaron Parker, and I got a very important message to share with you guys. First of all, this is my first pair ever of polarized glasses, and I have to thank my wife, Kathy, because I didn't believe her. She's like, Aaron, you got to get polarized glasses. They're the best. And I didn't believe her. I tried hers on. I was like, whatever. I finally got a pair. They are awesome. Polarized glasses rock. All right, anyway, get some. You'll thank me later. All right, so I need to talk to you guys. This is really important stuff, all right, about sports and about business and how they correlate. And I like to give analogies like this, so give me just a few minutes. I promise you're going to love this video, but I would like your feedback. I want you guys to leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this. So I'm on my way home from playing racquetball. Now, if you guys know me, you know that my sports are speed skating, roller speed skating. I did that competitively growing up in high school, and racquetball, which I've played since I was like 6 years old. And so here's my message for you today. Just a few very important, specific things I want to share with you about success in business and in sports, being the best, being great, winning, versus losing and being average. And my question for you, first of all, is, do you want to be a winner? Do you want to be the best? Or are you just here to play as a hobby? Is your sport, is your business, is it a hobby? Are you just trying to make hobby money? Are you just doing this for fun? Or are you actually here to win? And I cannot tell you how important that is, because I spent 15 years in the home-based business industry playing and building my business as if it was a hobby. I said it. That is a key component to the success I'm having now. I just had, in 2012, my first six-figure year, and I'm now working from home, living the dream. And one of the many things that helped me get to that point is, instead of playing as a hobby and building my business as a hobby just for part-time money, I made that switch to play to win. And I've got a few very important key tips and ninja little mental strategies that if you implement will change everything in your business. So watch me here. The first one is excuses. So in your business and in your sport, and again, I'm going to correlate with sports here, because in racquetball, for example, and in your business, if you go into your business on a day-to-day basis, and if you have any thought in your mind about making an excuse, no matter what the excuse is, maybe you're hungry, maybe you're tired, maybe you didn't get enough sleep, maybe you're stressed, maybe your sponsor isn't helping you, maybe your arm hurts, maybe the sun's not out. Guys, there's thousands of excuses you could make, and if you go into your game, and here's what I'm gonna do. Your business that you're in right now, your home-based business, it's a game. You realize that. So I'm gonna just start calling it your game. When you go to play your game, your sport, your business, your game, if you have in your mind any excuse, no matter how big or how small, you're sabotaging yourself. You're sabotaging your game. You're sabotaging your business, because that excuse, even if it's one, and it's a small excuse, or it's a huge excuse, maybe it's valid. Maybe your excuse is a valid excuse. But my question is, are you willing to make that excuse for failure? Are you willing to continue to tell yourself that story, that excuse, and continue to not win, to not be great, and not have success, and continue to fail, or to continue to be average? Because as long as you make that excuse in your business, you are never going to get to the level that you could get. You have to take 100% full responsibility, because if you go into the game with an excuse, you're going to lean on that excuse. It's going to be in the back of your mind, whether conscious or subconscious, and you're going to think, oh, I don't have to play as hard, or if I don't win, it's okay because of this. And you keep making that excuse. You'll keep bringing it up. You will never have success in life, in business, in your sport, if you are making an excuse. Eliminate the excuse. Period. I don't care how big, how small it is. Eliminate it. If you do, your game will instantly go up. Watch. Take me up on this. I want to know. The next time you're playing and you go to build your business, you're playing a sport, I want you to think of this video and remember, I'm not going to make an excuse no matter how big or how small, and watch what happens mentally to your game. All right, next. I know this is kind of going to get a little long, but bear with me because this stuff is so important to your business and to your sport, your game, whatever it is that you're playing. The next one is this. You can't worry about your opponent. You can't worry about what other people, the people you're competing against, are going to think or going to say. This has been a big one for me because I've always been so worried and so consumed with what people think about me, and so consumed with what other people will say about me. And so I watched the finals last night. Oh my gosh, Aron watched sports? Yes, I did. I watched one game of the NBA Finals, and it was Game 7. And for those of you that don't know, I don't watch much TV, I don't watch sports, I quite frankly just don't have time for it. But I watched Game 7. Why? Because Game 7 was the final game of the NBA Finals, and I also watched the Super Bowl. It's the only football game I watch all year. Why? Well, for the commercials, but because I like to watch greatness. If you are watching people who are the best at what they do, no matter what it is, you will learn from them. If you watch what they say, if you watch how they act, if you watch the actions that they take, whoever is the best at what they do, it could be the best distributor in your company. Watch what they do. Watch how they do it. Watch what they say. Watch how they say it. If it's a sport, watch the great sport athletes, the Olympians, the greatest in their game, and you will learn things from them that can even help you in your business. And so I watched Game 7, and one thing that I took, of many things, but one thing I took was at the end, LeBron is getting the MVP trophy, and the guy asks him, he's like, so LeBron, what do you have to say to the people who've been talking smack about you? And basically, he's like, are you kidding me? I just won 2 NBA Finals in a row. I'm MVP again. You know, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he's basically like, who cares about what other people are saying about me? Look what I just did. Look what we just did. You know, in your face, right? Like, who cares? Like, hello, look what I just did. So, one of the reasons why he got to where he is because he doesn't worry about what other people think. This has been a big one for me because in my sport, in my competitive sporting, racquetball, speed skating, I have this problem. I have a problem with worrying about my opponent, worrying about what other people will think, and I self-sabotaged myself for so long in my sport, and I also did it in business. It's one of the reasons why it took me 15 years to get to finally making 6 figures in my home-based business. It's because I've always worried about what other people thought about me, about things. Another one is I would worry about if I were to win. If I would win at the game, if I would win at the race, win at the racquetball game, or be the best in my company, my business, then would people hate on me for that? And I would let the idea of haters prevent me from achieving the greatness that I was striving for. Because I was worried about what people would think, and I was worried that people wouldn't like me. Yeah. Is that silly? How silly is that? Let me know. Is that silly? Have you ever done that? You're playing a game, you're in a race, you're playing your sport, you're building your home-based business, and you actually don't play to the level that you could because you're worried what people will think about you. You're worried that if you win, your opponent, or even the people on your team or outside your team, are going to hate on you for winning. Is that self-destructive or what? Like, how dumb is that? And I don't know if you've ever done it, but I've done it for years. And I still do it in racquetball. I still do it in speed skating. It's a problem that I have. I'm just being, real with you guys. But I finally stopped doing that in business. And I, for the first time, made 6 figures working from home because I'm now playing to win. All right, I have one more nugget for you. I know this has gone long, but this is a really, really big one. You have to be aggressive. Okay, be aggressive, right? No, I'm being serious. Okay. If I want you to think of any sport, any professional athlete, or anyone who is the best in your company, and think about, are they aggressive? Are they passionate? Are they playing to win? Do they have that X factor? And I'm going to say that yes, they do. Okay? I've never seen any sport, no matter how boring the sport is, if you are the best at your sport, you're aggressive. And so a lot of times when I'm playing racquetball or I'm speed skating, I self-sabotage myself by making an excuse. I worry about what the other person is going to think of me, and I'm not aggressive. I'm just not playing as aggressive as I should. But when you can flip that switch, and I want you to remember this video the next time you're playing your sport, whatever it is, take your level of excitement, your aggressiveness, your passion, and your mental game, block everything out and focus 100% on your game and watch what happens. Your game is going to get better almost instantly because you've applied what's in this video. And I also want you to think about everything I just talked about and apply it in your business. Everything I just discussed. And I want you to remember this video. When you're out there building your business, you have to take your aggressiveness, meaning when you're talking to people, talk to more people, okay? Don't let people just walk all over you. Don't let people tell you no and you're just like, okay, no problem. No, be a little bit more aggressive. Follow up more. Talk to more people. Don't let people just tell you no and be done with it. Find out why they're telling you no. Take it to the next level. Take your energy up. Take your excitement up. And if you can do that, and you can not make excuses ever in your business, and not worry about what your prospects are thinking about you, not worrying about what they're going to say about you, you have to be on a mission. And if you are on a mission, you will be blown away as to what can happen in your business. It will change everything. So that's my challenge to you, and I would love to hear. Just got home. Was that pretty crazy? Just drove home doing a video. It's awesome, love it. But I had this stuff kind of burning in my head, thinking about some things as I'm playing racquetball, and how they correlate with business. So 3 things again. No excuses. Remember this. Do not. And I promise you, this is going to happen. You're going to be building your home-based business today, tomorrow, the next day, and an excuse is going to pop up. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I don't have my sponsor to help me with a 3-way call, or I don't even have a sponsor. The list goes on and on of excuses you could make in your business. Eliminate the excuse. Eliminate it. Try that and see what happens. It's no longer valid. I'm erasing the validity. Now, am I being a little aggressive about the no excuse thing? Yes, I am. I'm doing that because think about how many people have broke through their excuses in life. Athletes, businessmen and women from all sizes, all races, all countries, all backgrounds. There are people in virtually every walk of life who have achieved greatness, great levels of success, great levels of achievements in sports with the worst possible excuses they could make. And by eliminating the excuse, they broke free from it and they've become great. I mean, I'm not going to start naming off people, but just think about it. Think about some of the greatest minds, the greatest athletes, the greatest businessmen and women. And the ones who eliminate the excuses become great. The second one, again, is don't worry about what people think about you. Okay? It's a big one. I'm going to do another video on haters because haters truly can become your motivators. I'm going to do a whole video on that because it's a big one. But if you worry about what your prospects think about you, or even people in your team or people outside your team think about you, or think, this was the big one for me, is if I'm number one, then people are going to talk smack on me. If I'm number one, I'm going to have haters. And guess what? It's true. And I didn't want to accept that. I did not want for people to not like me. And that thought was self-sabotaging and kept me from having success in my business. Until I stopped worrying about that is when things started to explode. So remember that. And finally, you have to be on a mission. When you're playing your game, when you're playing your sport, when you're building your business, you need to be so focused, so on a mission, nothing in that moment matters but what you're doing. Laser focused, and be aggressive, be passionate, be excited. So remember this, think about this video that you're watching right now, and here's what I'd like you to do. If you got some value from this, if you think this is gonna help you in your game, in your business, hit like for me. If you got a lot of value and you'd like to just share with me your thoughts, then drop a comment. And if you think this could benefit some people that you know, then just share this video with them, because I bet they could use this information to help them take their business to the next level. Because these are some very important things that helped me take my business to the next level, and to have the X factor and the winning attitude and not making excuses and being aggressive in your business. Those are some very simple, fundamental things that if you can implement immediately, you will be shocked at what can happen in your business. So with that, I appreciate you watching this. I hope you had some value here. Let me know if you did. Drop a comment. And this is Aron Parker. I appreciate you so much watching this video. I've got tons of stuff like this I'm going to be sharing on my personal channel, where I, by the way, never talk about business. This is all completely generic stuff. When I say business, I mean I don't ever talk about businesses, and it's all generic. You know, I don't mention anything like that. So please feel free to subscribe to my channel so that you can get updates whenever I'm posting new videos. Thanks so much. Love you guys. Peace out.